KTVI St. Louis. You're watching Fox 2 News tonight at 10. Fox 2 News. Here's to St. Louis.
Get ready. St. Louis is in for the first big winter storm of the season. I'm Dick Ford. Mandy Murphy was on special assignment today and has the night off. It's 27 degrees in St. Louis right now, and the snow is coming down. Meteorologist Dave Murray's been keeping a close eye on this storm, and Dave, it has arrived just about as you described.
Yep, it's coming in right on schedule, and really this is just the start of a strong southern storm pumping up a lot of moisture right into a lot of cold air. Regional radar, we're in winter scan, and no question this is a snow event for St. Louis and much of the bi-state region. More importantly, though, the snow extends all the way down into Oklahoma, and it is all bubbling up from the southwest. How much snow? Here's the breakdown. And we are going to see amounts by noon on Thursday in and around St. Louis, really much of the viewing area, about 3 to 5 inches, lesser amounts as you head to the north, but it's a real hefty snow south, 5 to 9 inches for southeast Missouri and southern Illinois. Count on rough times on the roads for the Thursday morning rush. Of course, more on the forecast in a few minutes. Dick?
All right, Dave, we'll get back to you. St. Louis area streets and highways are already getting a good coating tonight. Here's Fox 2's Rochelle Rowe to show us the slippery mess.
So you didn't believe it would really happen. Well, you weren't alone. Neither did folks who made a last run at the hardware store, stocking up on the last of the shovels and the piles of sand and salt.
It's here. Yeah, it's here, so I had to come out and get it.
Bernadette Stevens' daughters love this first big snowfall of the season. They're counting on school to be canceled. Mrs. Stevens isn't so sure.
They got a pretty tough principal, so I think they might have it, not unless it's pretty bad.
City salt trucks are betting it is bad enough. They pulled double duty, shoveling and salting main streets. But there are still those holding out hope that this isn't the snowstorm it's cracked up to be.
Let's hope the weatherman is wrong this time.
It doesn't look like it, I hate to tell you.
Well, no, it doesn't, but I got my fingers crossed.
Well, I'm at Highway 40 right now in West St. Louis, and as you can see, it is still coming down. You better keep your fingers crossed if you're going anywhere tomorrow that you actually get there. I've been out on the highways and roads all night long. Here's what I can tell you about road conditions right now as we take a live picture right over Highway 40. The highways and interstates have a snow dusting on them. There's not enough, the traffic is still moving, so the snow is not piling up. Main streets do look good. They are salted and passable tonight. The side streets do not look good. They are covered completely with snow. And also, overpasses and bridges are starting to ice up. That is where one of the main concerns for our drivers in the morning and tonight. Now, in the morning, the big concern, now that traffic will stop moving tonight, is that all of these highways will start to ice over. I can tell you that traffic is starting to move slowly, so be careful in the morning. It will be bad, as Dave mentioned. Dick?
Right, those side streets and the roads in the subdivisions, always bad. Rochelle, you be careful out there. We, of course, have been tracking this storm for the past couple of hours or so as it moved into our area, and no area around here is being spared. Fox 2's Rocky Madden right now is out west in Fenton, and Rocky, I've got to imagine it's tough driving out there, too.
I think it's worse the further away from town you get. I'm on the overpass just west of Merritt's. Let me show you. You can see it's covered with snow. I would say there's about close to an inch about right here. And then let me take you over here to 44. It's not much better there. Once the snow began to fall, the problems began to pile up. The storm rolls into Pacific around 6:30. In minutes, cars are covered and roads are slippery.
It's pretty to look at, but I don't know. If you don't have to be out in it, I'd stay home.
Emergency crews scramble responding to a crush of calls. This driver spins out on 44 and ends up facing the wrong way in the fast lane.
Everything's slick right now, and please slow it down and take your time. Don't be in a hurry to get anywhere.
At this intersection, the people couldn't make the turn and ended up over here in the ditch. Fortunately, they're not hurt. Business is booming for tow truck operators.
Hectic. There's cars in the ditch everywhere. There's accidents all over the place, and it's just, you know, it's going to be a bad night.
And things are only getting worse. This is Interstate 44. It's snow-packed and dangerous. Motels like this one can expect twice as many customers when it begins to snow. Travelers simply give up and get off the road.
I can't even see the road, so I'm not gonna. Plus, I have a baby in the car, and I don't even want to risk it. So I'm just pulling off the road to stay until at least daylight.
Big stretches of 44 are snowpacked, and Dick, what amazes me is that we are trying to keep it to about 40 miles per hour. Cars, big trucks are just whizzing by, not safe at all, but people are not paying attention. Dick?
Yeah, they won't drive for the conditions, I guess, Rocky. Are there still plows and salt trucks out, or are they going to wait for a while?
Well, we've seen a few out here, but let me tell you, they got their work cut out for them.
Okay, Rocky, thank you. Our newsroom has its work cut out for it, too, and we're going to be ready. Expanded coverage of Fox 2 News early morning begins at 5:30 tomorrow morning. You can tune in to Snow Watch for the latest information on the school closings, the road conditions, and the weather reports. That's 5:30 tomorrow morning. Certainly not a good night to be the victim of a fire or out fighting fires. A home in Arnold went up in flames earlier tonight. Firefighters rescued an elderly woman in a wheelchair from the balcony of the home. She was not hurt. 3 firefighters lost their footing in the thick smoke, and they fell off the same balcony into a pool and a pond in the backyard. They were chilled but not seriously injured. You can see the heavy smoke billowing from the back of the house. No word tonight about how that fire started. Well, police do not believe the bad weather caused a deadly accident on Jefferson tonight. A man, a pedestrian who remains unidentified, was killed about 6:30 this evening after being hit by a UPS truck. No charges will be filed. The accident occurred on Jefferson near LaSalle, close to Lafayette Square. A young West County man now faces second-degree murder charges in the shooting death of his father in their Chesterfield home. 22-year-old Brian Koppelstein is accused of shooting his father Dennis during an argument about whether he would continue to live at the family home. That home is off Wilson Road in the exclusive Chesterfield Lake subdivision. The 50-year-old victim owned Keiko, a St. Charles program and machine shop. The mother and wife, Joan Koppelstein, fled to a neighbor's house and was not hurt. Well, the robbery and beating of an elderly couple in South St. Louis this week has many people concerned about safety, and that includes a local nonprofit agency that helps senior citizens feel safe in their homes. Senior Home Security has workers who will come to the home of a person over age 55. They'll install locks or lights or whatever is needed for home security. Their labor is free, and depending on your income, residents only pay small fees for materials.
Whether they're actually going to be broken into or not is not the issue, but if for 24 hours an older neighbor or disabled neighbor is in constant fear, then that's what we try to solve.
The organization also provides seminars for senior groups, and they'll show you ways to keep your home safe that cost as little as $25. Well, the members of the Maplewood-Richmond Heights School Board are huddling tonight with their lawyer. They're facing a lawsuit stemming from layoffs announced at a rancorous meeting last month. The board admitted to a $1.5 million budget shortfall, then laid off more than 30 teachers, cut several sports and scholastic programs, and proposed raising preschool tuition. The teachers are suing to get their jobs back, and that forced tonight's meeting.
Prior to litigation, you want to talk to the people that are going to testify, get them ready for trial.
Well, board members we tried to talk to didn't have much to say tonight, and they wouldn't tell us who will be testifying tomorrow. Well, good news turns to no news very quickly for Boeing. A rejected contract by pilots for American Airlines kills an order for more than 100 new jets. The airline planned to spend nearly $7 billion on more than 100 jets. But because the pilots wouldn't agree to concessions, the company now says it won't have the money to buy the new fleet. The U.S. Supreme Court tackles an emotional issue of assisted suicide. Justices are considering whether laws against doctor-assisted suicide in New York and Washington state are constitutional. Hundreds representing both sides protested outside the court.
The Missouri Catholic Conference would be opposed to physician-assisted suicide at the basic reason that it attacks the basic human dignity.
That's the only way, through medication, that a person can die a certain humane, dignified death.
A recent public opinion survey shows 58% of Americans believe a doctor should legally be allowed to assist at a suicide. 37% are opposed. The Supreme Court ruling is expected in July. New developments tonight in the mysterious murder of a 6-year-old Colorado girl. The killer apparently wrote a rough draft of a ransom note, practicing a disguised handwriting. Boulder police found that note and the real ransom notes in the house. JonBenét Ramsey was found strangled in the basement of her home the day after Christmas. O.J. Simpson's lawyers throw a curve in court today. They question whether one of the infamous leather gloves in evidence was really the one found at the scene of the by the police at the murder scene. Criminologist Dennis Fung compared it with one in a police photo and says he isn't sure. Earlier, Simpson's former house guest, Keiko, took the stand, but the judge wouldn't let him answer questions about Nicole Simpson's alleged drug use. The ruling prevents Simpson's lawyers from claiming she was living dangerously and could have been killed by someone in the drug world. Shockwaves continue to shake top-ranking Texaco executives in the recent racial discrimination scandal. Texaco has fired one executive, suspended another, and dropped benefits for 2 retirees for embarrassing conduct revealed on tape recordings showing derogatory remarks about minority workers. Well, it appears to be smooth sailing for Madeline Albright's nomination as Secretary of State. Senate confirmation hearings today ended with praise from both Democratic and Republican senators, even though the blunt-talking Albright demanded more money to run the State Department. Thousands of Elvis Presley fans are in Memphis tonight celebrating the King's 62nd birthday, almost 20 years after his death. Here's a look at some important events in Elvis's life. The King sang and gyrated his way into the hearts of millions. Elvis Presley was born in 1935 in Tupelo, Mississippi. In 1955, he signed with RCA. In 1956, Heartbreak Hotel became his first big #1 hit. He died in August 1977. He was inducted into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame in 1986. Elvis Presley would be 62 years old today. More than 700,000 people visit Elvis's Graceland home in Memphis each year. It's the most famous home in America after the White House. Coming up next, a push is on to get Americans to drink 3 glasses of milk a day, and celebrities are joining in the campaign.
You're watching Fox 2 News tonight at 10 with Dick Ford, Mandy Murphy, Pete Peterson's Sports, and Chief Meteorologist Dave Mullen. Fox 2 News. Here's to St. Louis.
Hi, I'm Tony Snow. Sunday mornings at 9, you'll get your chance to cut through the political spin and get accurate answers from our nation's leaders. Fox News Sunday, Sunday mornings at 9, right here on Fox 2.
It's time to remember the magic at the 25th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Resort. And now you can win a once-in-a-lifetime family reunion. Be a part of the biggest celebration ever at the most magical place on earth.
Register to win at Lori's Shoes.
The Fur and Leather Center is happy to announce the January clearance sale. Now is your chance to save 25 to 50% off our entire inventory. Plus, look for the special rack of select designer furs at up to 80% off. It's January clearance time at the Fur and Leather Center.
Here's what's coming up at 6 on Fox 2 News Early Morning.
A snowy forecast could mean messy roads and closed schools. Count on us for the news you need. School closings plus Glenn Zimmerman's forecast and Kathleen England on the Road Watch.
Also, one of our town's last cobblers. Meet the man who's celebrating half a century of fixing shoes. Wobble at Large at 6:40. Hello again, everybody. I'm John Wobble.
And I'm Victoria Babu. Catch my salute to Family Life at 7:50.
2 full hours of news tomorrow.
Fox 2 News Early Morning coming up at 6.
Why the shocking murder of a Little Miss pageant queen has become Hollywood's most controversial new property on Entertainment Tonight.
Thursday at 6:30 on Fox 2.
In a perfect world, there's perfect toast, perfect grades, and the perfect job. There are no hassles in a perfect world, and nothing ever breaks. Of course, there are exceptions to every rule, which is why you'll be happy to know that this month is Best Buy Appliance Month, where this week you'll pay no interest until $19.98 on all appliances at Best Buy. The world's not perfect, but with hassle-free financing now in the hassle-free store, it's awfully close.
Well, it's not often that people go public with their fight against a frightening illness, but DJ Debbie Connor is literally broadcasting her battle against breast cancer. The WIL country radio host recently underwent breast cancer surgery and told her listeners about it as a wake-up call to other women.
So I want people to know not to discount this. If they have a lump, to make sure they keep checking on it and keep having it checked. And the early detection is so important.
Oncologists tell us that self-examination along with mammograms are the best defense against breast cancer. And researchers in Denmark now believe that abortions do not lead to breast cancer. Earlier studies had indicated that abortion raises a woman's risk by about 30%, but that study, we're told, was based on interviews, and many researchers now consider it unreliable. In contrast, this new study depended on medical records of 1.5 million women. Well, Mom was right. You need to drink your milk, and we're not drinking enough. Milk is a good source of calcium that may prevent brittle bones. 25 million Americans a year suffer from osteoporosis, including men. Health experts say we should drink 3 glasses of milk a day, but most of us drink only 1, if that. A new celebrity campaign encourages people to drink up.
Drink 3 glasses of milk a day. We need it, and we need it desperately.
Most doctors believe the best and easiest source of calcium is 1% or skim milk. Coming right up after weather, a big screen celebrity is doing swimmingly.
And obviously we have some snow across the St. Louis area. We'll tell you how much will fall by tomorrow morning, and there's more after that too. We'll have that forecast next.
Monumental, magnificent, magical. A mother. It's Madonna.
Hey, Madonna gonna be on your show, Rosie? Come on, Madonna gonna be on your show, right?
Next, Rosie, the material girl visits the Queen of Nice.
And we have some surprises for you.
It's the moment you've been waiting for.
Madonna and I, good friends, but we're very different. You know, she sleeps with her trainer. I ignore mine.
Don't miss Madonna live. Next, Rosie.
Thursday at 3 on Fox 2.
Ready for a new pair of glasses? Then come to DOC and wake up your face. Our people will help you choose a whole new look from our huge selection of everyday and designer frames. But the best news, every frame DOC carries is on sale right now for 50% off. That's every single frame, including all our top designer frames, on sale right now for half the regular price. But hurry, DOC, wake up your face.
With its sleek styling, easy out-roller seats, plus air conditioning and 7-passenger seating, all for a great price. The Plymouth Voyager is pretty attractive.
Never before, never in carpet retailing history have savings been so big, selection so impressive. New York Carpet World's big sale, truly extraordinary. The biggest savings ever on the world's best carpets. The big sale, price cuts so drastic they can never be repeated. Padding is free, credit's free, with no money down and no payments for a whole year. Yes, no money down with no payments till 1998. The sale that surpasses all others. The savings you dare not miss. The big sale ends Saturday at New York Carpet World.
People love champions. You got the 2 best teams. They worked all year long to get to this moment.
People love great events.
Winning a Super Bowl is it. As a player, as a coach.
The Super Bowl, the spectacle.
An incredible moment. It's astounding what it's become.
Super Bowl 31.
It's just something about somebody being the best.
Fox Super Sunday, January 26th. Coverage begins at 1 Eastern when John Madden reveals his all-time Super Bowl team.
Dave's in the Weather Center, close to his magic gadgets over there. Now, I guess the best-case scenario would be that this snow would stop and give the crews a chance by morning to clean it up.
Not going to happen. It's going to snow all night long, but I can guarantee those road crews, this is not a surprise to anybody, and those road crews will be out working hard all night long. That doesn't mean the rush hour won't be a mess. It will be, but they'll be out working. Snow has moved into the St. Louis area right on time. Most of us seen a covering up to 1 inch right now on the ground. The roads are slick and guaranteed there's more snow on the way. Regional radar in motion, big surge of moisture. This is just bubbling up from the southwest. It is all snow. The rain line is well to the south across the lower Mississippi Valley. This will be all snow for us overnight tonight. What are the totals? Now, this is by Thursday about noontime, and in and around the St. Louis area, we are looking for 3 to 5 inches of snow. Though, to be honest with you, I like the high side of that range, so I like the 5-inch number more than anything else. To the south, looking for 5 to 9 inches, running from Fayetteville, Arkansas to Farmington and Kennett over the Boot Heel and into Marion over in Illinois. And this is just part of an active worldwide weather pattern. Here's the weather spotlight. We start on the other side of the world. It's a willy-willy in Australia. That's a hurricane for us, pounding the West Australian coast with 140-mile-per-hour winds and flooding rains. And torrential rains continue to pound Brazil, where flooding has killed over 70 people and left 40,000 homeless. More rain is expected over the next 2 days. And another attempt to fly around the world in a balloon has failed. The Virgin Global Challenger lifted off from Morocco yesterday. The flight only lasted 19 hours. And here are the numbers at 10 o'clock. Obviously cold enough for snow. In fact, temperatures won't move much at all overnight. 25 degrees right now. The wind chill is 12. Kind of nasty outside. 88% the humidity. Northeast wind at 9. The barometer 29.93. And that barometer is falling rapidly, a sign that the snow will increase. On the track, low temperature this morning. About 3 o'clock in the morning, 20 degrees, and the high only 29 this afternoon. It's that old 1-2 punch from space. First, the southern storm system, and then in with a potent Arctic cold front. Now, tomorrow, that southern storm is going to start to lift away, and that's why I think the snow will come to an end for a while in the morning. Then the Arctic cold front comes in, bringing a little more snow tomorrow night. Now, temperatures still ahead of that Arctic cold front tomorrow, 20s and 30s for the most part. We're right on the line. I think we'll be close to 30 degrees in the morning. But look at the cold building up to the northwest. That is going to come pouring in here Thursday night and Friday. Here's my forecast for tonight. It's simple. It's snowy all night long. Again, temperatures just about where they are now, 25 degrees. Tomorrow, snow in the morning, otherwise cloudy, 25 to start, 28 at noon, 24 at 5 o'clock, 30 for the high temperature. Then tomorrow night, periods of light snow. That's the Arctic cold front. Wouldn't be surprised to see another inch on top of what we get by Thursday morning. 18 for the overnight low. The 5-day planner, Friday, cloudy, windy, and very cold with snow flurries. 22 for the high. Actually, temperatures will be dropping on Friday. Then over the weekend, plenty of sunshine, but expect deep cold. Saturday, 15 degrees. Sunday, 9 for the high. Monday, a high of 12 degrees. So snow all night long into about, I'd say about noontime on Thursday. And again, I like the high side of that 3 to 5. I like the 5 inches.
Tough night, tough morning, tough day, but we've survived before.
Oh, yes.
All right, Dave, thank you. Hey, a year ago, Keiko, the killer whale, was in bad health, but since the star of Free Willy has moved from Mexico to Oregon, he's making an inspiring recovery. Keiko is thriving in his new home. He's gained some weight, 1,000 pounds. His skin is almost clear of a skin virus, and his droopy dorsal fin has raised about a foot.
One more easy one. That's all we got left.
Parents and children donated money to build a $7 million tank for Keiko at the Oregon Coast Aquarium, where attendance has more than doubled since the star of Free Willy arrived. Well, new coach for the Billikens, huh?
Yeah, it might be snowy and cold outside, but it's a little warmer over at SLU tonight. We'll introduce you to the Billikens' new soccer coach coming up in just a bit, and the latest on the Rams coaching vacancy. It's all up to Ross the boss. You'll hear from Rams President John Shaw coming up.
On the next Access Hollywood, when Chuck Norris and Son team up, things go boom. And Bob Dole has a new job, TV star.
He knew exactly how to work it.
On the next Access Hollywood.
Thursday at 9, then at 9:30.
On the next Extra, go inside the armed compound of rebels who want Texas to become its own nation.
We're going to bring this to a fast resolve one way to the other.
Plus, a karate kick and grandma foils a felon only on Extra.
Stars come out at 9 with Access Hollywood and Extra, Thursday on Fox 2.
It's the 25th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Resort, and there's a huge surprise waiting for you at the biggest celebration ever. Win a once-in-a-lifetime family reunion for up to 15 members of your family. For 4 nights and 5 days, you'll stay at Disney's All-Star Resort. You'll see lots of familiar faces, incredible new parades, magical new lands, and amazing new fireworks. Remember the magic.
Register to win a family reunion vacation to Walt Disney World Resort at any metro area Loris Shoes location. Quality shoes for men, women, and children.
There has never been a woman. There has never been a legend. There has never been a motion picture like Evita. Hollywood Pictures presents Madonna, Antonio Banderas, Jonathan Pryce in an Alan Parker film.
I kept my promise. Don't keep your distance.
Evita, rated PG. starts Friday, January 10th at a theater near you.
Shopping for your kids costs a lot, don't you think? Moms and dads, let's talk value here. We're talking Chevy Lumina with 3.9% APR financing during the Make Your Money Count year-end event. And when you're shopping Lumina, you're shopping for your family. It's loaded with standard safety features, and that's one less thing you have to worry about. Chevy dealers are making great offers on other cars and trucks, too. Swing over to your Chevy store.
Get Chevy Lumina for just $17,495 at your Mid-America Chevy Geo dealer.
For some, it's the fact that we have more 24-hour locations than any other pharmacy. For others, it's our thousands of satellite-linked locations. Whatever the reason, more Americans depend on Walgreens than any other pharmacy. So if your employer or prescription health plan doesn't allow you to enjoy all that Walgreens offers, contact them today. After all, we can't expect everyone to become a Walgreens customer, but we'd like to see everyone have the opportunity.
Aren't the Rams under a little pressure to get this done?
Need to get it done soon if they want to get one of the top guys, right, because things are happening in a hurry, and there are a lot of teams looking for coaches. Team President John Shaw spending the past several days chewing the fat with a trio of top-notch football men out in Los Angeles. Now it's the old wait-and-see approach. Today, Shaw sitting down with Eagles defensive coordinator Emmett Thomas. Shaw telling us tonight he was impressed with Thomas, as he was with 49er defensive coordinator Pete Carroll and former Charger head coach Bobby Ross. Now, Ross, the boss, is also being courted by the Lions and the Falcons. He's interviewed with both those teams, and the Lions' job is apparently his if he wants it. But judging by what Shaw told us today, Ross is also on the top of the Rams list.
I would think by this weekend, I think Coach Ross will be in a position to kind of let the organizations know which direction he's heading, and I think that he's a big part of this puzzle. We expect to hear from him by this weekend. Once that's in place, we'll be able to kind of, figure out the next step.
So it sounds like Shaw has his hopes set on Bobby Ross, and over at SLU, the Billikens fill their vacant soccer job with one of the brightest coaches in the country. Bob Warming has a resume with 20 years of winning on it, and he's only 43. His greatest claim, bringing the Creighton soccer program back to life, and in 4 short years, the Blue Jays among the nation's elite. Warming also was a National Coach of the Year award on his mantle, and today is named the 4th coach in Billikens' 38-year soccer history.
I think that the opportunity to recruit so many people within a small geographic area around the university is exciting. Number one is I like the opportunity to be able to just see kids on a regular basis locally, watch them grow up, watch them develop as players and as people, and then have an opportunity for those kids to someday play for the Billikens will be something special.
Yeah, something special definitely happened over there at SLU. Joel Quenneville hoping for something a little special tomorrow night in San Jose, like his first win as the Blues head coach. The note won't be back to Kiel until the 23rd. Central Elite on the ice tonight. Red Wings at Dallas, and the Stars stretching their lead. Watch a sweet, sweet goal. Joe Nieuwendyk going to the top shelf of the Osgood file. Dallas blowing away Detroit tonight. Final score, 6-3. On to this week's Compete with Pete now, a chance to become one with myself and one with a big heap of 84 Lumber's finest as well. Crash course in the martial arts tonight that was anything but artistic. You're right. This is a guy you don't want to meet in a dark alley. Dr. John Heitman is a 9th-degree black belt grandmaster in karate. And as part of that discipline, he has chopped more wood than Paul Bunyan.
I started by breaking just one board. Then it went to 2 and 3, and then on up to 21, which is a Guinness Book World Record.
You are not a big man.
No.
How do you do it? What is the secret to it? Is it all mind over matter?
Mind over matter, and I'm an ex-Navy SEAL.
And with those kinds of credentials, I listened closely to every word. He was very serious about his training, reminding me to clear my mind. And considering it's not all that full in the first place, it didn't take too much doing.
If you come down at an angle, you're going to bust all your knuckles wide open. Very good.
Not too tough, but here comes the real challenge. One of John's students, Jennifer Wenton, did me one better.
Very good.
How you feel?
Pretty good.
Does it hurt?
Not really.
Not really? Well, how about 3 pieces? John stacked them up, and for the first time, I really thought twice about sending my hand crashing down through that lumber.
The break really is serious now, because now is the time that you can actually get hurt.
And with that in mind, I managed to overcome the fear and break all three.
Very good. Very good.
Wow. Jennifer said she had never broken three, so after this mighty blow, we had both managed to reach new heights.
This is the most painful part of karate right here. A new record for a sports anchor man in the art of wood breaking. Beautiful. All right. Thank you very much.
Thank you,
I appreciate it. It was a lot of fun.
Appreciate it.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Hey, not too tight.
And thanks to Grandmaster John Heitman and the Academy of the Mystic Arts, a former karate world champion, by the way, and it's easy to see why. And don't forget, still waiting for your challenge. Just jot it down, send it into the station, and we look forward to hearing from you and your Compete with Pete. We're looking for more.
I am impressed. That was a tough one there. Thank you. As we go to break, here is a list of the school closings we know about in our area.
This edition of Fox 2 News brought to you by your local Chrysler and Plymouth dealers.
Just because something hasn't been done before, does that mean it can't be done?
The Chrysler Concorde LXI. Cab forward design. Speed-sensitive steering. Driver adaptive transmission. Independent touring suspension. Highest resale value. The Chrysler Concorde. Built on the belief that anything can be done. What's new in your world?
You may know that Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries offers more than just recliners. Now you know how much more.
Lazy Boy Furniture Galleries has so much on sale that to show it all in one TV commercial, we'd need a lot more TVs. Save 10 to 50% on hundreds of quality Lazy Boy items. The factory-authorized clearance. Hurry before we pull the plug.
Unexpected holiday expenses? Now at Hardee's, get 2 quarter-pound Works burgers for only $2 with everything, even cheese, 2 for $2, only at Hardee's. What will they think of next? 2 sausage and egg biscuits, also $2.
This is the sound of small businesses doing more business with Fridays free. They're doing more because thanks to Sprint, all their long distance on Fridays is free, while the rest of the week they're still getting Sprint's low flat rates. Even better, call now and get Fridays free until the year 2000 with no term commitment. Call 1-800-598-5000 for Fridays free, only from Sprint Business.
It's the 25th anniversary of the Walt Disney World Resort, and there's a huge surprise waiting for you at the biggest celebration ever. Win a once-in-a-lifetime family reunion for up to 15 members of your family. For 4 nights and 5 days, you'll stay at Disney's All-Star Resort. You'll see lots of familiar faces, incredible new parades, magical new lands, and amazing new fireworks. Remember the magic.
Register to win a family reunion vacation to Walt Disney World Resort at any metro area Loris Shoes location. Quality shoes for men, women, and children.
Dave, another look at the rush, which does not look good.
No, we have snow all night long, and that means Thursday morning rush will just be a mess around town. Give yourself plenty of extra time. Snow and ice on all the roadways, including the major highways. 25 at 7 a.m. under cloudy skies. It will still be snowing in the morning, and we should end up pretty close to 5 inches of snow before this is all done.
Of course, plowing while it's still snowing is very tough. So it's going to be a tough night for the crews. Well, maybe you'll, we're going to have expanded coverage. First, I want to tell you about that. Expanded coverage of Fox 2 News early morning begins at 5:30 tomorrow morning. You can tune into the Snow Watch. There you will get the latest information on all the school closings, road conditions, and weather reports. That's at 5:30 tomorrow morning. And as I was about to say, maybe you don't have to worry about all that. If you hit the lottery jackpot tonight, don't worry about getting up. Don't worry about shoveling snow or anything else tomorrow. Here are the winning lottery numbers tonight. In Missouri, for $1.1 million, 7, 10, 11, 14, 25, and 44. In Illinois, the winning numbers for an $11 million jackpot, 8, 10, 16, 32, 35, and 46. And in the Powerball drawing, you need 7, 14, 22, 37, 45, the Powerball 18 to win $5 million. We wish you the best of luck on that and wish you the best of luck if you're driving tonight or tomorrow. Good night.